Hey, welcome back for another edition of Geometry, Quadrilaterals edition. We're looking at trapezoids again, and we're looking at the base length this time. So now we're going to be focusing on either the top or the bottom of the trapezoid. So we're going to be proving that a quadrilateral can be a trapezoid, and we're working with finding the base. So again, one thing that we can do, there are a couple approaches that you can use. I like to use patterns, and I've shown that to you guys previously, so we can try that. And if you guys would like another option, then that's also available. But when two consecutive lengths are known, you can add or subtract the common difference to the remaining side. So maybe you might remember this. 18 to 14 to blank. Well, 18 to 14 is where you subtract 4. So if we subtract 4, we should be able to find that the lowest side here, CB, that should be 10 units long. Or, kind of like if we have many unknowns, what we can do is double the median. Oh, that sounds familiar. I've heard of that before. Okay, double the median and set it equal to the sum of the outside bases. No way. This is like what we just did. Awesome. Okay, let's do it again. But this time, like I said, we're focusing on a base. So let's check that out. All right. Looking at side LM here, the base, we want to find out what that length would be. So if we look at the bottom, which is 16.4, and then getting from 16.4 to 11.3, if you're not sure what that difference is, then we can actually, no way, we can actually subtract that to figure it out. Mind blown. Wow. And we have 5.1, difference of 5.1. So here, we take 5.1 here to get from 11.3 to the next one. And actually, if you subtract 5.1, what do we get? Well, if you need to, we could write it on the side. .2, and that's what we should get. LM is equal to 6.2. In the words of the White Sox announcers, you can put it on the board. Yes. All right. Oh yeah, by the way, we started with number 10, because this technically is a continuation off of the previous lesson. But, yeah, part 2. Okay, let's find the length of the base indicated here. So, we have DA, which is 18.3, YZ, which is 14.2, and we want to figure, okay, so if we're going down, you can take a look between the 8 and the 4, going down by 4, between the 3 and the 2, going down by 0.1, so 4.1. If you take 4.1 and remove that each time, then if we take 4.1 away, now you might be able to do the mental math here. You can come up with, and if you don't, let's see, we get 10.1. If you would prefer to actually take 14.2 and subtract 4.1, that is quite alright. And we should still get 4 minus 4 is 10, 0.2 minus 0.1 is 0.1, so 10.1, like we said. And there we have it. CB equals 10.1. Alright. Part of me wants to say commercial break, sponsored by laziness. Don't do it. Alright. Work harder. Back from the commercial break. Awesome. Let's work hard. So for this, we have 7.4, the mid segment here, or the median. The median's 11.6. Now we want to figure out from this top to that middle to that bottom, what is the distance, the common difference, if you will. So looking at 11.6 taken away 7.4, we're looking at a difference of 4.2. So now, if we're going 4.2 from the small one to the middle one to the big side, and it even helps to write in that 4.2 here, because now I can actually match up the 1 and the 4 or the 6 and the 2. So looking at this, if I add these together, we're going to get side KN would represent 15.8. All right. Yes. Okay. I feel like you guys have gotten enough practice on that, so we're going to work on an algebraic problem. Haha, yes. I love those. They're my favorite. Okay. Let's solve for x. We have our base up top, which we need to identify. We have 39 in the middle, and we have 58 in the bottom. Now, truthfully, you could double the middle and set it equal to the sum of the top and the bottom. Honestly, what I would probably do, kind of like what we did before, we know two of these sides. I would actually take the difference, I would probably find, what is 58 minus 39? Well, what is the difference? Oh, it's 19. Okay. So then if I take 19 and maybe I subtract 19 from this other side, 39 minus 19, what do we have here? 20. So we can actually take 4x minus 24. At least if you want to try that approach, that might be what I do. 4x minus 24 is equal to 20. Okay? So, now if we solve, what can we do? Add 24. We're looking at, slide that 4x over, closer to the equal sign. 4x equals 44. And if we solve here, divide both sides by 4, x equals 11. Yeah, we've seen that number quite a bit lately. I bet it's a good luck number. I hope. 11's a good number for soccer and football. That's how many players are on the field for a given team at one time. Alright, so x equals 11. Number 14. Again, I feel like now that we know 25 and 33, looking at this, I feel like it would be better to just keep finding the common difference. So if we take 33, back to my pen, 33, and if we take away 25, then we'll find what that common difference is. Now looking at these, I'm going to say it's 8. Okay, so then if we take away 8 each time, and then if I take 8, let me put that more in the middle. If we take 8 away from 25, if you want to keep going with that route, 25 minus 8 is 17. Okay, so that means the top, which is 3x minus 13. 3x minus 13 is equal to 17. Alright, that's the equation I would probably set up. And now from here, we can solve. So let's add 13. Slide the 3x over. We get 3x equals, comes out nice and even at 30. And then if we divide by 3, we have x equals 10. Boom. X equals 10. Life is good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you guys think so. Alright. 10. That's a common number in soccer, I know that much. It's a good number. Well, here I'm waiting on... Alright, back to number 15 now. So we want to solve for x once again, and you see that we have 19, 23. Let's find out what the difference is. Now if you need to subtract here, you could take 23 minus 19. They are indeed 4 apart. So if we, let's say we build on 4 more, because we're building up to a bigger side, that means 6x plus 9 is going to be equal to, you got it, building suspense here, 27. Okay, so 6x plus 9 equals 27. Solve it. Alright, slide the 6x over. We get 6x equals 18. If we divide both sides by 6, x equals 3. Cool. You guys are pros. Okay. Solving for x. X equals 3. What is that? Do we have 3 more left to do? To be determined. Well, this time we need to find the length of the base. So now we're looking for the actual length, which in this case, it does give us that we need to find ux. Ux is down below the 2x plus 13. Well, this one has 1, 2, 3 algebraic expressions. Pardon me. So, originally, which we did a lesson ago, we said that you can take double the middle, and I keep doing that, but if we double the middle, the 5x minus 4, let me just write that down. If we double it, we can set it equal to the sum of the other two sides, the 5x minus 6 and the 2x plus 13. Alright, so let's finish that one up. 2x plus 13. And we can go to work. Okay, now simplifying. Came up with 10x minus 8 is equal to, simplifying the right hand side, we should get 7x plus 7. Okay. Continue solving. So we subtract 3x from, sorry, not 3x, but that's what we'll come up with. Subtract 7x from both sides, we get 3x minus 8 is equal to, slide the 7 over, and then if we add the 8 back over to the other side, we get 3x to slide closer to the equal sign, and that's equal to 15. Alright, almost there, at least for part 1. Divide by 3, we get x equals 5. Alright, now again, see, it helps to have, I like using a highlighter. If you guys have them, it's great. But yeah, so we need to make sure we plug this in to find side ux. So we have 2x plus 13. So let's plug in the x. Alright, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 13, we have 23, so that means side ux is 23 units long. Boom! Another success story. Okay, 17. Here, let me check and see. Oh, last one here. So, let's do that. Last one, finding LM. That's the top side. So, again, we have 1, 2, 3 algebraic expressions. But don't forget that we can double the median. So we have 13x plus 1. That's the part that's going to get multiplied by 2. Then we can set this equal to the sum of that highlighted 8x minus 3 and the 17x plus 7. Okay, that looks ready. Let's solve. Sorry about that. Okay, so if we distribute, we have 26x plus 2, and that's equal to 25x plus 4. No way. Alright, if we solve in this step, we're going to cancel out the 25x's through subtraction. We get x plus 2 is equal to, bring over that 4 just to slide, and if we subtract the 2, we actually are right there at the answer for x. X equals 2. Wow. But once again, do not forget that we need to plug this in to find side LM, the base up top. So if we can take 8 times that x we found, which happened to be 2, then we have 8 times 2 minus 3. Home stretch here. 18. Not 18, it's 8 times 2. We get 16 minus 3. This is 13. So, side LM is 13 units long. Alright. Slam dunk. We're done with that one. Now there's a worksheet for you. What an awesome day. Alright, well, you guys, just want to reiterate, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a beautiful winter break. From my end, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Happy New Year. Alright, do some awesome work on the worksheet. Take care, guys.